Emily and Duncan. Emily is proud to be working on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Sometimes Emily can be impatient, and then she changes her attitude and then just helps the other engines. And because she helps the other engines, work gets done much quicker, without confusion or delay. And Duncan is a little narrow gauge engine. His favorite job is to pull passengers. Sometimes Duncan can be a little impatient, and then he also changes his attitude and just helps the other engines. One morning, Duncan puffed into the wharf. All the other narrow gauge engines were there. "Hello everyone," said Duncan. "Sir Topham Hatt has a special reward for me." Then Emily came and she brought Sir Topham Hatt. "Emily," said Sir Topham Hatt, "you are to show Duncan the sights of Sodor. And Duncan, since you've been a really useful engine, you can go on sights on Sodor with Emily." Duncan was so excited. "Yes, thank you, sir," said Duncan. "See, Duncan," said Rusty, "last time you were jealous of Sir Handel going on a trip with Gordon. Now you're going on a trip with Emily, so at least be grateful with that," he said. At last, Duncan was loaded on Emily's flatbed. "Goodbye, everyone," said Duncan happily. Emily and Duncan chuffed happily along Sodor. Duncan was enjoying the ride. First, Emily brought Duncan to Knapford Station. "This is Knapford Station," said Emily. Duncan was amazed. "It looks beautiful," he said. Then Emily and Duncan hopped happily away. Next, Emily brought Duncan to the crossing. Then Bertie the bus came up. "Hello, Duncan. Hello, Emily," said Bertie. "Hello, Bertie," said Duncan. "Long time no see." "Goodbye, Bertie," said Emily, and then they both huffed away. Next, Emily and Duncan arrived at a junction. Then Thomas came. He was pulling Annie and Clarabelle. "Hello, Duncan. Hello, Emily," said Thomas. "Hello, Thomas," said Emily. "I am showing Duncan the beautiful sights of Sodor." "Hello, Thomas," said Duncan. "I am seeing all these beautiful sights on Sodor." "That's nice," said Thomas, and then he hopped away with Annie and Clarabelle. "Show me more sights, Emily," said Duncan. "Don't worry, Duncan," said Emily. "There's a lot more sights to see." Then Emily's signal turned to green and she huffed away. Next, Emily brought Duncan to Brendam Docks. "This is Brendam Docks, Duncan," said Emily. Then Duncan saw Cranky. "Hello, lazy crane," said Duncan. Cranky was cross. "How am I lazy? I'm busy." "You're not busy if you're just standing there," laughed Emily. This made Cranky cross. "I am busy. I'm waiting for a ship," he said crossly. "You're lucky that I'm only an hour gauge engine. If I was a mainline engine, you would see all the tricks I would do on you," said Duncan. Then Emily puffed away. Then Emily showed Duncan Tidmouth Sheds. "This is where we all sleep," said Emily. "It looks beautiful," said Duncan. "I wish I was a mainline engine," said Duncan. "You are one right now," said Emily. Next, Emily brought Duncan to the windmill. "Duncan, this is the windmill," said Emily. Duncan was surprised. He has never seen a windmill before. "It looks beautiful," said Duncan. Then Emily puffed on. That evening, after a long journey, Emily shunted Duncan to the siding. "It was a very fun journey," said Duncan. "Show me more sights tomorrow," said Duncan. "Don't worry," said Emily. "I will show you another sight tomorrow. Right now, you can go to sleep and I will watch you. Good night. Sleep time now, said Emily. Then Duncan fell fast asleep. Emily watched as Duncan fell asleep. Duncan is a really useful engine, she thought to herself. I'm going to show her more sights tomorrow, she said. The next morning, when Emily woke up, Okay, Duncan, wake up, said Emily. Duncan was still sleeping. Wake up, Duncan, said Emily. I have another sight to show you.
Good morning, Emily.
Yawned Duncan. Come on, Duncan, let's hurry, said Emily. I have another sight to show you, then after that, I'm bringing you back home. All right, Emily, said Duncan. Then Emily puffed away by pulling Duncan. Next, Emily brought Duncan to the Sodor Search and Rescue Center. Flynn was still sleeping. Psst, Flynn! Flynn! Wake up, I have someone to show you.
Oh, good morning, Emily. What do you want to show me?
This is Duncan, said Emily. Hello, Flynn. My name is Duncan. Hello, Duncan, said Flynn. My name is Flynn the Fire Engine. Duncan was amazed. Wow, I never met a fire engine before. It's very nice, said Duncan. Okay, Duncan, said Emily. Enough chit-chatting, let's go. Then Emily puffed away. Then Emily brought Duncan home. The narrow gauge engines were waiting. All right, Duncan, said Emily. You're home now. Duncan was sad. He really enjoyed the journey. Hello, Duncan, said Rusty. Then Duncan was off the flatbed and he huffed sadly away. Goodbye, Duncan, said Emily, and then she puffed away. Rusty saw that Duncan was upset. He felt sorry for Duncan. Don't worry, Duncan. I know you missed your journey, but maybe you can go on it again next time. Just be glad that you're back with your friends, said Rusty. This made Duncan smile. You're right, Rusty, said Duncan. Thank you for your advice. You are a good friend. I deserve this journey because I'm a really useful engine. Yes, said Rusty. I think we're both really useful engines. And both engines laughed.